Have you ever wondered if something as simple as pressing points on your hand could make a real difference in your blood circulation and improve your morning erections? It might sound too easy to be true, but according to experts in traditional Chinese medicine and modern holistic doctors, your body has built-in healing pathways, specifically acupressure points, that can be activated to support better health. Today, we're going to talk about 3 powerful points on your hand that, when pressed daily, can help enhance blood flow, boost your energy, improve hormonal balance, and support stronger, more consistent morning erections. And yes, these tips are natural, safe, and backed by centuries of wisdom. Let's start by understanding why morning erections are important. Morning erections, or nocturnal penile tumescence, are a natural sign of healthy blood flow and hormonal function. They typically occur during REM sleep, when your brain is most active. If you're waking up with regular erections, it generally means your testosterone levels, circulation, and nervous system are functioning well. But when those erections begin to disappear or become weaker, it could be a sign of stress, poor blood flow, fatigue, or hormonal imbalance. Many men ignore these subtle changes until they become a bigger issue. But here's the good news. You can take action today by stimulating specific points on your hand that control blood flow, stress relief, and hormone optimization. The first point is called the Heart 7 point, also known as Shenmen, which translates to Spirit Gate. It's located on the inner wrist, right where the wrist creases, on the side closest to your pinky finger. Applying gentle but firm pressure here for 2 to 3 minutes each day helps calm your nervous system, reduce anxiety, and regulate heart rhythm. Why is that important? Because chronic stress is one of the biggest reasons men suffer from poor blood flow and weak erection. When your mind is constantly in fight or flight mode, your body directs blood away from non-essential systems, like reproduction, and into your muscles for survival. Over time, this not only kills desire, but also interrupts the very mechanisms that help achieve and maintain strong erection. Pressing Heart 7 helps to lower cortisol levels, improve heart rate variability, and return your body to a relaxed state, making it easier for natural processes, like blood flow and hormone release, to function properly. The second key point is called Large Intestine 4, or Hegu. You'll find it on the back of your hand, in the web between your thumb and index finger. This point is widely known for its powerful effect on circulation and energy movement throughout the body. When you stimulate LI4, you're encouraging your entire vascular system to open up. Blood vessels dilate, oxygen reaches your organs faster, and your heart doesn't have to work as hard. Improved blood circulation is essential for men who want stronger erections. Erections are, after all, a vascular event. Blood must flow freely and fill the spongy tissues of the penis to create and maintain an erection. If that flow is weak or blocked, so is your erection. Pressing this point daily not only improves general circulation, but also helps reduce inflammation, which is another underlying cause of erectile dysfunction. Doctors who integrate Eastern and Western medicine often recommend Hegu stimulation for patients with fatigue, low energy, and poor peripheral blood flow. Combine that with exercise and hydration, and you've got a solid strategy for revitalizing your performance naturally. The third point is the pericardium 8 point, located in the center of your palm, just below where your middle finger lands when you make a gentle fist. This point is sometimes called Lo Gong, or Palace of Toil, because of its connection to energy and heat in the body. When you stimulate PC8, you're activating a point associated with calming the heart and increasing internal energy or qi. In modern terms, this means improving the function of your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and repair system of the body. This system is responsible for regulating digestion, sleep, sexual arousal, and recovery. If you're stuck in a loop of high stress, overwork, and poor sleep, PC8 stimulation helps you switch gears, relax, and restore balance. More importantly, it helps awaken your body's inner drive by increasing blood flow, improving oxygen delivery, and reducing the internal noise that keeps you tense and disconnected. Doctors who specialize in integrative medicine suggest pressing this point every morning for 2 to 5 minutes with slow, circular pressure, while breathing deeply. Doing this regularly improves circulation to the pelvic area, restores hormonal balance, and prepares your body for better performance in stronger morning erections. So how do you actually do this routine? It's simple. Each morning, ideally after you wake up or before your shower, find a quiet space, take a few deep breaths. Start by pressing Heart 7 on your left wrist, using the thumb of your right hand. Hold the pressure for about 2 minutes, breathing slowly. Then switch. Next, locate the large intestine 4 point in the webbing between your right thumb and index finger. Use your opposite thumb to press in small circles for 2 to 3 minutes. Repeat on the other hand. Finally, use your thumb to press into the center of your palm, pericardium. Hold steady pressure while taking long breaths. You can repeat this on both hands. In total, this takes only about 10 minutes, but delivers a powerful combination of physical and neurological benefits. Consistency is key. Like any healthy habit, you need to do it daily to see lasting effect. Within a few weeks, many men report stronger morning erections, improved energy, and better mood. If combined with regular exercise, proper hydration, stress management, and good sleep, the effects can multiply. These hand acupressure points are like hidden switches in your body, easy to access, yet deeply connected to your most vital systems. Of course, pressing a few points on your hand won't fix everything on its own. For best results, integrate this into a holistic lifestyle. Eat foods that support nitric oxide production, like beets, spinach, garlic, and citrus fruits. These help widen blood vessels and improve flow. Stay hydrated. Dehydration thickens your blood and slows circulation. Get at least 7-8 hours of quality sleep, because testosterone is produced during deep sleep. Practice moderate physical activity like walking, strength training or yoga, and reduce habits that block blood flow, like smoking, excessive alcohol, and processed foods. If you're dealing with ongoing erection problems or other sexual health concerns, don't be afraid to talk to a qualified medical professional. Erectile dysfunction is often the body's way of saying something deeper is out of balance, like cardiovascular issues, hormone imbalances, or psychological stress. Addressing the root cause will always give better long-term results than relying only on quick fixes or medication. What makes these pressure points so powerful is their ability to bring your body back into its natural rhythm. Your body already knows how to heal, and perform these techniques just help you unlock that potential. You're not broken. You don't need expensive pills or risky procedure. You just need to tap into the systems you already have, support them with healthy choices, and stay consistent. With time, your body will respond. So if you want to improve your circulation, wake up with stronger morning erections, and feel more energized and confident, start this simple hand acupressure routine today. No equipment, no supplements, just the healing power of your own hands. Try it for a few weeks and feel the difference. Sometimes the smallest changes make the biggest impact, and this might be the easiest habit you ever build that transforms your life. Let your hands become the key to unlocking a healthier, stronger, and more vibrant version of yourself. Press these 3 points daily, and let your body do the rest. Stimulating 3 specific hand acupressure points daily. Heart 7, large intestine 4, and pericardium 8, can naturally improve blood flow and support stronger morning erections by targeting the body's energy pathways and encouraging optimal circulation, stress reduction, and hormonal balance. The practice of acupressure, rooted in traditional Chinese medicine, has been used for thousands of years to enhance the body's internal function, and when applied with consistency and proper technique, it can awaken natural physiological responses that modern science is beginning to validate. These 3 hand points, when used correctly and regularly, become powerful tools to enhance vascular function, ease tension, and stimulate vital energy needed for male performance. Heart 7, also known as Shenmen, or Spirit Gate, is located on the wrist crease in line with the pinky finger, on the inner side of the wrist. When pressed gently with the thumb for a couple of minutes, this point calms the heart and mind. In medical terms, it lowers sympathetic nervous system overdrive and activates the parasympathetic response, allowing your blood vessels to dilate and your body to shift into a state of relaxation and recovery. Stress is one of the most overlooked contributors to poor male performance and weaker morning erections. When stress hormones like cortisol remain elevated, they cause blood vessels to constrict and testosterone production to drop. Pressing Heart 7 daily helps counteract these effects by promoting calmness, regulating heart rhythms, and restoring blood flow to areas that need it most. Many holistic doctors and acupuncturists recommend stimulating this point as part of a daily stress relief or sleep enhancement routine, which indirectly boosts erectile function by giving the body a break from the constant stress response. Large intestine 4, or Hegu, is found in the fleshy web between your thumb and index finger. This point is a cornerstone in acupressure therapy, often referred to as a master point for circulation and energy flow. Pressing Li4 sends signals through the nervous system that promote the release of endorphins, reduce inflammation, and encourage vasodilation. From a Western medical perspective, vasodilation, or the widening of blood vessels, is essential for proper erectile function. Erections are largely dependent on the smooth flow of blood into the penis, which must then be trapped to maintain firmness. If blood flow is sluggish, restricted, or under pressure from inflammation, erections become weaker or inconsistent. By pressing Li4 on both hands for 2 to 3 minutes each day, you stimulate your body's natural capacity to increase blood flow, not only to the extremities, but also to the pelvic region. Regular activation of this point also contributes to reduced fatigue and greater overall energy, key factors in maintaining a healthy libido and sexual performance. Pericardium 8, or Laogong, is located in the center of the palm, just under the pad of the middle finger when you make a gentle fist. This point is closely associated with the heart and the body's emotional center. In acupressure, PC8 is known for cooling internal heat, calming the spirit, and activating core energy pathways. Scientifically, pressing this point engages the parasympathetic system, which is responsible for rest, digestion, and sexual arousal. Unlike the sympathetic fight-or-flight mode, the parasympathetic system supports blood flow to the reproductive organs, triggers hormonal balance, and encourages a healthy erectile response. Many men today live in a constant state of sympathetic overdrive, rushing through the day, flooded with digital stimulation, poor sleep, anxiety, and processed foods. This lifestyle suppresses natural functions, like testosterone production, and limits nighttime and morning erection. Regular stimulation of PC8 acts as a daily reset, bringing the body back to equilibrium, where blood can flow freely, and hormone cycles can stabilize. These points work best when activated as part of a mindful, consistent routine. Each morning, after waking up or just before your morning shower, sit down in a quiet space. Take 3 to 5 deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Start with use the thumb of your opposite hand to press this point gently but firmly for about 2 minutes, using circular motions. You may feel a subtle calming effect, like your body is slowing down. Switch to the other wrist and repeat, then move to place your thumb in the webbing between your thumb and index finger, and press for another 2 minutes in small circular motions. Repeat on the opposite hand. Lastly, press into the center of your palm, PC8, using your opposite thumb for 2 minutes, while breathing deeply and staying focused. You'll notice a sense of internal calm, warmth, and sometimes even a light tingling, as blood begins to circulate more freely. This simple 8-10 minute daily practice has profound benefits when combined with a healthy lifestyle. Acupressure alone won't compensate for a poor diet, inactivity, or lack of sleep, but when added to smart habits like daily walking, adequate hydration, proper sleep, and nutrient-rich food, the effects are amplified. Doctors recommend combining this routine with a nitric oxide-boosting diet. Foods like beets, spinach, garlic, and citrus fruits all support blood vessel health. Avoid smoking, excessive alcohol, and ultra-processed foods that damage endothelial function, the inner lining of blood vessels, critical for achieving erections. Physical activity, especially strength training and cardiovascular exercise, increases testosterone and improves vascular health. Sleep, particularly deep sleep, is essential for testosterone production and restoring neurological balance. All of these elements, when combined with daily hand acupressure, build the foundation for stronger, more consistent morning erection. What sets acupressure apart from other methods is its accessibility. There are no pills, no invasive procedures, no side effects. All you need is your own hands and the willingness to be consistent. Think of it as tuning your internal systems each day, activating blood flow, reducing stress, and signaling your body to return to its natural balance. You don't need to wait for symptoms to get worse, or rely on medications that only mask the problem. You can use your hands to literally change your biology, and promote long-term sexual wellness, energy, and vitality. These acupressure points are not magic, but they are powerful, and when practiced daily, they can help restore the natural morning signs of male health that every man should enjoy. If you've been feeling fatigued, disconnected from your body, or noticing a decline in your morning erections, it's not too late to turn things around. The body is incredibly adaptive and responds quickly to intentional changes. Start with just a few minutes each day. Learn the locations of heart 7, large intestine 4, and pericardium 8. Get into the habit of activating these points with calm breathing and focus. In a few weeks, you may begin to notice changes, not only in sexual performance, but also in energy, mood, and mental clarity. The key is showing up daily. Just like exercise or meditation, this practice works best when it becomes part of your lifestyle. So press those 3 points. Let your hands guide you toward better circulation, stronger erections, and renewed confidence. It's simple, effective, and completely in your control. These doctor-recommended techniques reduce stress, enhance circulation, and help balance hormones by activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the branch of your autonomic system responsible for rest, digestion, and sexual arousal. When you stimulate specific pressure points on the hand, you're not just engaging the skin or muscles, you're triggering a deeper neurological response that communicates with internal organs, endocrine glands, and blood vessels. The parasympathetic system tells your body that it's safe, that it can shift out of survival mode and return to processes like healing, hormone production, and sexual function. This is incredibly important in today's fast-paced world, where many people, especially men, operate in a constant state of low-grade stress. Whether it's mental strain, work pressure, financial worries, or lack of sleep, chronic stress keeps your body stuck in a state of tension. That tension tightens blood vessels, reduces testosterone levels, increases inflammation, and over time disrupts even the most basic physical function. You may not notice it at first, but slowly it becomes harder to focus, to rest deeply, to feel energized, and for many men it becomes more difficult to experience consistent morning erections. That's why the simple act of pressing 3 powerful acupressure points on your hands can help reset your entire system. These points, heart 7, large intestine 4, and pericardium 8, are like natural switches that help activate the relaxation response. When this happens, your blood pressure lowers, your heart rate slows, and most importantly, your blood vessels expand. This dilation of the vessels is key because it allows oxygen-rich blood to flow more freely to all areas of the body, especially to the pelvic region where erections are generated. Erections are not just about arousal, they are biological indicators of cardiovascular and neurological health. When a man wakes up in the morning with a firm erection, it usually means his body had adequate testosterone levels overnight, sufficient deep sleep, and uninterrupted blood flow during the REM phase. When those erections start disappearing or weakening, it's often a red flag that something deeper is out of sync, whether it's stress, circulation issues, poor sleep, or hormonal imbalance. This is where these acupressure techniques make a real difference. Pressing heart 7, for example, has been shown to reduce anxiety by lowering cortisol levels. It calms the mind, slows the heart, and supports emotional balance, all of which are necessary for healthy sexual function. Large intestine 4 increases blood circulation throughout the entire body, helping blood reach even the smallest capillaries, including those in the genital area. It also promotes detoxification and reduces inflammation, which further supports vascular health. Pericardium 8, located in the center of your palm, works directly with the parasympathetic nervous system, grounding you, reducing nervous tension, and encouraging a state of internal calm. When practiced together, these 3 points act like a full-body reset physically, emotionally, and hormonally. And here's the best part, it takes less than 10 minutes per day. No equipment, no side effects, no complicated steps. Just your hands and a little intention. When you begin each morning by sitting calmly and pressing these points with slow, deep breathing, you're training your nervous system to operate from a place of rest instead of stress. Over time, this daily habit reconditions your body to improve its natural processes. Blood flow becomes stronger and more efficient, testosterone levels stabilize, the body becomes more responsive to stimulation and arousal. Sleep improves, mood stabilizes, and with that you begin to wake up with more frequent and stronger morning erections, not because of a magic trick, but because your body is finally working the way it was designed to. Doctors and holistic practitioners agree that the body thrives when it's treated with respect, care, and consistency. If you want results, you have to be consistent. Just like going to the gym or eating a healthy diet, acupressure works best when it's done every day. Don't expect miracles overnight, but give it 2 to 3 weeks, and you may be surprised at how much your energy, confidence, and vitality improve. When paired with other healthy habits, like drinking enough water, getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep, reducing caffeine and sugar, and adding in some movement like walking or stretching, these acupressure techniques become even more powerful. They don't just address symptoms, they help correct the root causes. Another benefit of these techniques is how they improve your relationship with your own body. In modern life, we often get disconnected from ourselves. We forget to listen. We ignore signs of imbalance. We wait for a problem to get worse before we take action. But when you take 10 minutes each morning to connect through these pressure points, you begin rebuilding that relationship. You begin tuning into your own needs, noticing subtle shifts, and taking responsibility for your well-being. That's incredibly empowering. It's not just about erections or blood flow, it's about showing up for your health every single day in a way that is simple, sustainable, and deeply effective. So yes, these acupressure points reduce stress. Yes, they improve circulation. Yes, they help rebalance hormones. But more importantly, they bring you back into your body. They remind you that you are not powerless, that with just a few minutes of care each day, you can make a real difference in your health, your performance, and your confidence. Whether you're 25 or 65, it's never too early or too late to start paying attention to the signals your body sends. Morning erections are one of those signals. Use them as feedback, let them guide you, and remember that your body wants to thrive. You just have to give it the support it needs. So press those points, breathe deeply, be consistent, and let your hands help you unlock a stronger, healthier, and more vibrant version of yourself. Consistency is crucial. Practicing this 10-minute daily routine, alongside healthy habits like good sleep, hydration, and exercise, can lead to noticeable results in sexual performance and energy. The body thrives on patterns, and when you give it a repeated signal over time, it begins to respond more efficiently. This applies to muscle growth, weight loss, mental clarity, and yes, sexual function. The 10-minute routine of hand acupressure might seem small, even too simple, but its power lies in how it trains your nervous system, boosts circulation, and reinforces your body's natural mechanisms, day after day. With repetition, you're not just pressing physical points, you're strengthening neurological pathways that govern arousal, hormonal balance, and blood flow. Imagine your body as a garden. Watering the soil once won't yield result, but water it every day, care for it regularly, and soon you see growth. The same happens internally. When you press these 3 points, heart 7, large intestine 4, and pericardium 8, you stimulate nerves and blood vessels that work together to control how blood flows, how tension is released, and how hormones like testosterone are produced. But the key is doing it every day. If you only do it once in a while, the effect is minimal. But daily stimulation turns it into a therapeutic tool. Within 2 to 4 weeks of consistent practice, many men report stronger morning erections, more frequent spontaneous erections during the day, increased energy, better sleep, and even improved mood. Why? Because the nervous system is finally shifting out of chronic stress and into a rhythm of recovery and restoration. Pair this with proper hydration, and the results amplify. Blood is 90% water. If you're dehydrated, your blood becomes thicker, slower, and harder to circulate. Erections are essentially hydraulic events. Blood must flow in quickly and be trapped efficiently. Drinking enough water ensures that blood pressure remains stable, blood viscosity remains optimal, and nutrients can reach tissues effectively. Doctors recommend at least 8 to 10 glasses of water daily, more if you're physically active. Begin your day with a glass of water right after waking up, then do your acupressure. This sequence helps activate the gut, the brain, and the circulatory system all at once, giving your body a clear wake-up call to perform. Sleep is another pillar. Deep, restorative sleep, especially during the REM phase, is when your body produces the majority of its testosterone. It's also when the nervous system recalibrates and organs regenerate. Without good sleep, no matter how many points you press, the body won't have the foundation it needs to respond. Aim for at least 7 hours of uninterrupted sleep per night. Develop a wind-down routine. Avoid screens an hour before bed, dim the lights, and maybe even practice gentle acupressure or meditation to ease into sleep. Waking up refreshed and energized is a natural result of quality rest, and when paired with your morning routine, it sets the tone for the entire day. Exercise is the final cornerstone. You don't need to spend hours in the gym, but moving your body daily is non-negotiable if you want improved sexual function and overall vitality. Blood vessels need stimulation to remain elastic and responsive. Sedentary lifestyles are one of the biggest threats to male health. Even 20 to 30 minutes of walking, stretching, body weight exercises, or light cardio can make a difference. When you move, you increase nitric oxide production, a molecule that dilates blood vessels and is essential for strong erection. You also boost testosterone naturally and improve insulin sensitivity, both of which directly influence libido and performance. Combine physical activity with acupressure, and your body begins to function as a more integrated system, each part supporting the other. The beauty of this routine is that it empowers you to take control of your health without medication or expensive treatments. It requires no tools, no special knowledge, just your hands, your focus, and your commitment. Over time, you may find yourself becoming more in tune with your body. You might notice subtle changes in how you feel throughout the day. Better circulation, mental clarity, emotional balance. You'll become more aware of what energizes you and what depletes you. This awareness itself is a sign that your nervous system is healing, that your internal rhythms are becoming more balanced. Men who commit to this routine often report a boost in confidence, not just because of better erections, but because of the sense of control they've reclaimed. There's something deeply empowering about knowing you can support your health using your own hands. You're no longer at the mercy of stress, aging, or lifestyle-related fatigue. You're taking active steps to nurture your body and create a foundation for long-term wellness. Even more interesting is how this routine influences other aspects of your life. When your blood is flowing well, your brain functions better, your focus sharpens, your memory improves, and your mood lifts. When stress hormones like cortisol go down, you feel calmer, more resilient. Your relationships improve, your patience grows, and your ability to enjoy the present moment deepens. This is what happens when your nervous system is balanced, and your circulation is optimized. It touches every part of your experience. You're no longer just surviving, you're thriving. And all of that begins with 10 minutes a day. No shortcuts, no gimmicks, just the power of consistency. That's what makes this practice sustainable. It's not about motivation or intensity, it's about showing up daily, even when you don't feel like, even when you're tired, even when you're busy. You press the points, you breathe, you give your body what it needs, and slowly, almost imperceptibly at first, you begin to feel the shift. It's not just about stronger erections, it's about stronger health, stronger energy, and a stronger you. So remember, consistency is not optional, it's the engine behind transformation. Make this practice a non-negotiable part of your morning. Let it be as automatic as brushing your teeth. Treat it with the same respect. Over weeks and months, it will become a habit, then a ritual, and eventually a source of power and peace that fuels your entire day. The journey to better health doesn't start with a big leap, it starts with a small step, repeated daily. And your hands are the perfect place to begin.